All right. Welcome to Millenia. Be ye man, woman, child, spirit, creature, or even a demand. Be ye a native migrator or even an invader into these lands. I welcome you, for I am your host, the Millennium Mailman here today. And I'll be world building for you long after you've already begun to acclimate and figure. But sit back and relax. It's Pajama Bottom Boys today. Pajama Bottom Gang, right? And it even better than that, it is Songbook Sunday, meaning we're getting into some music today. All right. So, perfect. And it didn't open all the way, but nevertheless, welcome Songbook Sunday. Today's song is gonna be uh, kind of like a request I had when I was actively seeking out people to do songs, and this was an attempt to fulfill said request. Right? Let's get into the story, lore behind that. So, I was going around people asking people for like generic thoughts to make a song off of, and this one girl, she was kind of intruding in on the conversation because I was really asking another person, but since she butted in, I asked her as well, and she had some really cool concepts of songs that weren't really all that popular and stuff. So I'm like, oh yeah, I could totally do that. I can work on that. So she had like 4 or 5 specific requests about the song, and just knowing her personally and her character, I knew that anything, if I followed what she said to a T, she probably wouldn't like it. She probably wouldn't like it at all. Like she said, she wanted a male female duet where it was mostly about the girl doing something that ruined the relationship and basically undid it. So it was like apology song of both sides, or her side and both sides talking about it. So duet, apology song, and female would take the lead in the song. No, I'm pretty sure she asked for a male to lead and be the one doing the apology, but she wanted the female artist to still be like the lead singer, with just like a dude featuring throughout all the song where the female has the chorus, right? And I'm like, it just seems like you really want a female to do the song. I can make a female oriented song through and through. She's like, no, I want it to a duet. It's like, I just feel like you don't. And they're like, no, I definitely do. And I'm like, okay, I can do that. So in the very first one I made it to the T, everything she asked about and more, right? And I'm like, I like the song, but I just entirely, really feel like this is not at all what you actually liked and wanted. Because a few of the other requests to her things, she wanted it like to go through the backstory and history of the relationship in the song, make a few verses on that, and then she wanted a instrumental piece in there and ad libs of her choosing. She wanted to choose the ad lib portions, and if she wasn't available to make choices, I could do like she said that I would be able to do, like put a few inserts in there that I think would be nice. And I'm like, okay. I mean, like, anytime you do ad lib pieces, you kind of set your expectation of a space that's available for ad libs and stuff. So I would have already done that. Like, oh, I'm glad I have your blessing to do that now. I won't have to try and hide it from you in case you didn't like it. I'll be able to willfully show you. But yeah, so the first one I did, it was literally to the T, everything she requested. Those 4 or 5 main things, along with the particular pace of the song and how fast it was, I included raps because she was big on hip hop and rap. So I literally did everything possible. I kept to the exact tempo she said she wanted. I kept it perfect. And then as she kept talking, I'm like, I feel like I understand that you think this is the best way you are articulating what you want in the song, but like personally, as a songwriter myself and a musical lover, just from you, your temperament, and everything right there, it just feels like you don't actually want that song right there. And I just no, you do want it just like that. That's fine. That's fine. So I did that first song. She loved it very much. Psych, she didn't. She didn't like it at all. Kind of like I suspected. And that was why I made this one before even considering showing her the first one. Because the first one, I knew she wasn't going to like it. So I gave myself like an easy way out. Like, I'm going to take away half of the things you said and put what I felt like you really wanted anyway. So the second version takes away the duet, although if you can get like a partner to sing along with you and you harmonize really well, you could still have a male or very masculine voice in the background acting as the duet partner with still that primary female lead singing it through and through, right? The tempo is definitely of the lyrics is definitely made for a more slower tempo than what she requested, and there's like zero rap in this one, and it's more a heart string plucker and tugger, this song, that I'm fairly certain she just wants this, because going with a dramatic backstory line that you came up with, I'm fairly certain that you want something that tugs on the heartstrings, just a little nudge, no pluck, a little pluck. It doesn't give too many details, it doesn't hide too much from you because it leads you on a particular mindset and path, right? So I didn't, without there being like a genuine male antagonist or protagonist person to duet and bounce this off of. It's more uh, feminine, empathetic. I'm growing, I'm maturing, I'm developing, and I'm getting past this kind of song, rather than I did wrong, you did wrong, we did wrong, and we can't be together, and I hate it, I hate myself, I hate it. That's what she said she wanted. I'm like, I feel like that's not at all what she wanted. So the second song I made, I'm pretty sure it was either the next morning or no, I have a timestamp here. Yep, 1:01 a.m. Yes, so it was the very next morning at 1 o'clock in the morning where I made the next writing, the next song, based on all the things I figured she actually wanted but didn't properly articulate. And this one she genuinely did love. So I showed her the one for one, everything she requested. Didn't really like it that much. Kind of expected it. And then I showed her this one, and she's like, yeah, why didn't you just show me this in the first place? Because this isn't at all what you requested. I included some things that match what you said you wanted, but I didn't at all include everything you wanted. It was this. The first one has 100% of the things you wanted, and then stop gaps and gap fillers and all the other things, because you said you hated the silence and wanted music and instrumentals and ad libs to cover up that piece. Like, the first one does that. The second one, there's a whole lot of opposites in there. But the storyline in and of itself is relatively the same. It's more of an emotional, romantic one about subtle heartbreaks, where the woman did something wrong, not the dude. Because everyone knows the dude is normally the one to screw up and ruin everything. She wanted a song that depicts the woman doing something wrong, and she articulated it that that's it. But I knew you wanted something that shows and reveals the exposure of the woman doing something wrong without it feeling like a whole guilt. The song is all about the guilt. like the song can be all about the guilt. You don't want to. She didn't really want it to be exposed as much as she articulated that she wanted it to be exposed. If that's making sense, right? So this song, the number 2, I made. There we go. Yes, this song that, excuse me, this song, the second one I made per her request, I only managed to like hit 20% of the things she talked about, but she ended up loving it 1,000 times more than the one where I hit 100% of the markers. So, lo and behold, uh, if you're writing something, it might recognize some of the better received works don't hit all the markers that you want or expected or are demanded to make it meet, right? But those imperfections kind of really draw out the emotional, that tug, that bind that people really need and expect a bit more, right? So, that being said, the song of today is this song here that I personally named Never Again, right? It's named after the producer. His, well, not really, but the title of the song here is Never Again, but part of the chorus, which it says, say you love me, that comes from the name of the beat the producer made. The producer made a beat. He called his beat and named it "Say You Love Me," and I just included that into the lyrics themselves as a nod and Easter egg to the actual producer and the beat he made that I ended up revolving the main lyrics around, and especially the chorus lyrics around. My original draft doesn't have that because when I started writing it, I didn't have a beat to it yet. But my final copy of the lyrics, the final rendition of it, does in fact have "Say You Love Me" included, especially into the chorus. So, yeah, and that'll be all. Right, so here we have it. I'm just going to read it today because I don't necessarily feel like singing too much. I'll probably make that a different video, sing it a couple different ways. But yes, the song title that I have for it is Never Again. And yeah. 3, 2. Say you love me. There are accents on it, so you drag out the E. Say you love me with a passion. Say you love me in your actions. With your inner soul and spirit, that's what God's for. Just say it, I'll believe it. But again, as always, because I was raised in a Christian household of the Christian faith, put God first. So, of course, the first thing I'm doing is making it a little religious reference here, right? And I particularly chose the passion and actions with the "Say You Love Me" is just a nod, an acknowledgement of how deep and invested love is, especially romantically wise, just how naturally involved it is. When you have a passion for something, when you're ambitious, it tends to show in the things you're doing, the things you're saying, and these other things. So the artist, the female lead singer in this, she's already speaking. It's already coming out of her mouth. It's already been on her heart. It's got to be done. So what is she doing? She's singing it and she's sharing it. She's putting her passion, her soul into the way that she's articulating it and exposing it. So anyone choosing to sing it or do a cover, I expect it to be sung with a bit more soul, a bit more passion. And the lyrics force that out of you directly when you say them. Say you love me with a passion. Say you love me in your actions. In her soul and spirit. That's what God's for. Just say it, I believe it. Again, the God reference, that's just put the Lord first. No. Next. Doesn't hurt less that way. Can't deny you, so that's okay. I was too much. No. Yes. Oh. I wasn't there enough. I had you feel what I felt and made your heart melt. Yes. Made you feel so great, but it made life feel too real to take. By the hand, by the bars. I love you for all of your flaws and scars. But that's what made you doubt me from the start. But I'm gonna cut it there. Now this first portion here, there's a bit to unpack, but I don't think it's too much or too lot. It's coming off that lyric about the soul and spirit and that Christianity, Lord, God reference there. Because if you're truly a believer, if the Lord and the word of the Lord says such and such, just you say it, I'll believe it, because I literally can't see it, right? Moving on past that, doesn't hurt less that way. I can't deny you, so that's okay. That's playing off multiple lyrics. It's a tie-in to the previous lyric, it's a tie-in to this lyric, and it's a tie-in to the next lyric, where say it, I believe it, where the Lord is invisible. You can't see it. You have to just believe it based on what you're saying. It doesn't hurt less that way, but it's true. Can't deny you, so that's okay. You can refer that to the Lord reference there, or you can refer it to the acknowledgement and what you can see when someone's putting their passion in their actions and what they're saying and doing. You can't really deny that. You can refute it as much as you want, but you can't deny it, but that's okay. It doesn't make it hurt less, but hey. And that same lyric doesn't hurt less that way, can't deny you, that's okay. It plays on to every line additionally in this first piece and basically throughout the song, but especially this first piece and then the very last segment of lyrics toward the very end. Can't deny you, that's okay. That's why I have this repeat a bit more later on in the song. Can't deny you, that's okay. Where later in this verse specifically, made you feel great, made it feel too real to take. Just like the things she's saying, she's doing, it's making it hard to believe in her. It's things she's saying, she's doing, things she's seeing people say and do. It's making it just too much all at once. Kind of like a love bombing situation. Just made it like too real. She was putting it herself out there, and she was going about things faster than her partner could have really properly adjusted to be okay with. Just made it too real. Right? So, and then passing on from that line, too real to take, and then take by the hand, take it by the bars, take it by the throat. Sort of discussion there. You have to take it. The pursuit of happiness, there's the reference that life isn't just easy. What you want in life, you have to go take it, right? So that's where I had to tie in, where made life too real to take by the hand, too real to take the life by the bars, and then pouring out her heart and saying she loves you for everything about you, or the partner she had. She loves her partner and everything about them, all their flaws, their scars. That's what she loves about them. And it's just like, she's recognizing that she really ruined it. So there is a sense of guilt there, but it wasn't laid on so thick that it would be pretty much impossible. I need to get this chicken before it burns in the oven. I'll be right back.